How would you describe the bike kitchen in a few words?
Bicycle repair shop run entirely by volunteers. No one gets paid, except not in cash, though there's a ready supply of donuts and things like that. But basically, customers come in for bike repairs. We repair them. We also take bikes in. People donate the bikes they don't want anymore. We repair them and sell them. Those we can't sell, we basically, rather than just scrap, we cannibalise all the parts. So when we do a fix, the spare parts we cannibalise from bikes. So in a bike shop, this would be quite expensive because both brake sets would have to be replaced. We've just got this off a cannibalised bike, so it's going to be about £5 in parts and the labour. So we can do these repairs quite cheaply. One of the main challenges is keeping track of tools and putting them down in the wrong places, etc., etc. So,
when that fell apart in the street, and I put it back at home, I thought that's too long.
For someone who's never been here before, how do they get here? Like, what's nearby? Like,
in terms of customers, basically they just queue up and it's first come, first served. And we do ask people to stay while we fix the bikes. We're not to sort of drop off and come back later in service. So typically repairs might be a 10-minute fix, it might be 2 hours, it really depends. So the queue is what it is, and just it depends how busy people, how many people are coming and how complicated the repairs are.
what are the most common kinds of issues that come along with the bikes that you see here?
Mainly punctures, flat tyres, so it's usually puncture repairs, inner tube replacements, but also gears and brakes. So this one, both brakes completely failed, we've had to replace those. Tuning gears particularly is an issue. Usually it's the cables themselves have just become kinked and all frayed, so they don't work. So yeah, we're basically replacing gear cables and brake cables, fixing punctures. That's most of what we do.
So what kind of bikes do you normally have in stock here that you sell?
The stock is really all down to how people donate their bikes. So one week we might have a load of donations, the next week we'll only have half a dozen. They're usually a combination, usually mountain bikes, but occasionally we get a decent road bike. It really does change from week to week. But we've usually got a selection of bikes, road bikes, not so many, but hybrid bikes, mountain bikes particularly. That's what we would usually have. So we normally have, on average, probably 6 donations a week. It could be 10, and it could be 2.
Do people have to bring their own parts when they want to fix their bike, or is everything available here for them?
We stock a lot of parts, usually from cannibalised bikes. So we have the parts from most bikes, usually, unless they're very specialised parts. But by and large, we've got everything here to repair the bikes. Some people do buy the parts and bring them. Isn't always a good idea, because they go on Amazon, they order a part that they think is right and it's not. We had one of those last week where the person bought a new chain ring and it was the wrong size. It wouldn't work in the bike. So generally we supply the parts.
So how much do these repair services normally cost?
We have a standard fee of £10 per hour plus parts. We stock parts, simple parts, maybe £5, more complicated ones, maybe 20. So we have most of the parts here, and so a fix can be anything from, the minimum charge is £5 for a basic puncture, but it can go £50-60 depending on the nature of the repair. So generally, most of the repairs I do are between £10 and £20.
Where can we find the Reading Bike Kitchen?
We're more or less halfway between Reading Station and the town centre, just off closer towards Greyfriars Church and Caversham Road. We're quite next to a motoring company called Welldale Motors, who are well known. So that's where we are. We're very close to the town centre, very close to the station, so quite a good location really. For repairs, we only do repairs on Saturdays and we're open from 10 till 2. I actually open the bike kitchen just after 9, but I have to spend some time getting the workshop ready with the parts and the bikes, but 10 till 2 for repairs. We are also open in midweek for Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but only for sales, and for the volunteers to actually repair the bikes ready for sales.